So, the Food and Drug Administration. Anybody know who that is? Food and Drug Administration, somebody we're supposed to trust, right? This list, and I'm going to give you guys a website so you can pull this up and look at it yourself. But this is a list of food additives. They call them the E additives that are in a lot of different foods in the grocery stores, in fast food restaurants, a lot of different places. The United States Health Ministry produced this list, and they make a statement up here that it would be very good for you to stay away from these type of foods. If you have foods with these type of chemicals in them, you should not eat them. But the Food and Drug Administration allows food corporations to put these in our food. Now I'm going to go through them real quick, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about a few specifics, and then we're going to move on. But look at the list. Nothing has repeated yet. It's kind of hard to see, huh? Altogether, I think it's about close to 500 different chemicals. So, when you eat what you eat, I'm going to put you on the front right now, Ms. Harvey. When you eat some of those foods you eat, do you always read the labels? Never. So, let's go back and talk about a couple of these. Now, what I'm going to do is give you guys a website. Please take some time when you have the opportunity. Go to the website and just kind of browse the website. I don't expect anybody to memorize all of these chemicals. I don't have them all memorized. But what I have done is familiarize myself with the different classifications so that when I ever do go to the store and I buy something in a package, then I can look at that and I can read it, and if I see anything that makes me connect to this list, put it back. I try my best. I am not going to sit here and lie to anybody and say that I'm perfect, that I eat right all the time. I do mess up. I have to change some of my ways just like everybody else. But I literally try not to put anything on this list in my body. So what I do is what I suggest for the people that I love. Okay, the first section are food colorings. The science behind why they make different packages, different colors, is that we have an innate ability to be attracted to what our body needs. If we were living in the laws of nature like we used to, when we needed vitamin D or vitamin A or vitamin A, D, or E, we would automatically be attracted to orange, yellow, or red foods. If our bodies needed some B vitamins, we would automatically be attracted to green foods. Look at nature and look at the way God makes so many different colors. Well, they've studied that. When you go into the grocery store, they are making the foods look these certain colors because there is an attraction that we have that's beyond our understanding. But when it's a man-made color, it's going to cause problems. Over to the side, it's kind of hard to see, but it says, may increase hyperactivity in affected children. Asthmatics sometimes react badly. Take care if you are allergic to asthma. So as we go down, you'll just see the side effects. Some of them are skin problems. Some of them cause headaches. Some of them, I believe these things cause some of these medical problems. They're saying be careful, it might interact. I think it causes some of these problems. But we have to get back to eating foods that come from nature. God made it, eat it. Man made it, leave it alone. That's a saying from Jack LaLanne, and I think it's pretty good. Now, here we go, more food colorings. Look over here to the right. Green S, acid, brilliant, green BS. Color that's green, they put it in some foods, causes cancer. You know how sometimes you read the back of a package and it say DNC yellow number 12 or DNC yellow number 47. Well, they started at 1. Why are they now on 47? Because they found that some of the other numbers cause problems, some of them cause cancer. What do? Go back in the lab, change it up a little bit, put it right back into the food. So we can't trust what these people are doing to them. If somebody has made it, you might want to leave it alone, make your own. At the top, more colors. And then we get down into preservatives down here, sorbic acid, headache, intestinal upset, just about on every single one of them. Preservatives, everybody understands why you put preservatives in food, correct? Make it last. You can take it home, last a long time on the in the cabinet. More preservatives. Benzoic acid, sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate. You find that in a lot of fruit drinks. You know, these fruit drinks that they promote that are so good for us, like the noni juices and the goji and all these things. Most of them have sodium benzoate and potassium benzoate or benzoic acid in them. When you incorporate these preservatives with vitamin C, which most berries have high amounts of vitamin C, you have the potential of producing benzene. Anybody know what benzene is? No, that man. No, what's benzene, brother? Break it down for him.
It's a chemical that can cause leukemia.
Cause what?
Leukemia.
Exactly. Benzene was very popular in the dry cleaning business before about probably, I don't know exactly how many years, but recently. Anybody that worked in the dry cleaning business knew that their exposure to benzene increased their chances for cancer. It was a hazard of the job. So they've changed and they're using different type of chemicals, but the reason why they use benzene is because you can wet the garment, you try to get some of the stains out or some of the dirt out, and it dries quickly. Dry cleaning. But here it is, they're selling these foods, putting it in the stores, telling you that it's good for you, and it has the potential to cause benzene in the bottle. So I called a couple of these companies. I said, hey, I know you guys have done this research. So why would you put the type of preservatives that possibly can cause benzene? You said, well, we've never tested any of our bottles and had any benzene. I said, but you don't have any idea what people are going to do with these bottles. They might take them home and leave them in the cupboard for 2 months before they use them. Or they might forget it in their cars, 100 degrees in Texas. Do you have any idea, whether these things are causing? They said, well, they repeated the same statement they said when I asked them the first time. They said, we've tested our bottles and we have found none with any benzene. So they know it has the potential to produce benzene, but they still put it on the counter and promote it to you as it's the best thing since God walked earth. So these type of people we're dealing with. And unfortunately, if you believe that you have the ability to go to a health food store, Whole Foods, go to the internet, and you have the ability to decipher what they are saying and what they're putting in these things, believe me, they're playing so many tricks that you can't. You have to have somebody to help you. And then once you get the information, then you can go do it. But it's very difficult because most of the stuff in the health food stores, most of the stuff that's being sold on the internet, from my research, is complete poison. I don't take them, I don't suggest them, and you would be very health conscious if you would stay away from most of the stuff. One of the biggest keys, I believe, in getting in magazines or going on the internet is that if you pull up their website and the first thing that comes up is something that they want to sell you, you need to keep moving. I trust websites that give you a lot of information. They may have some products, but they give you a lot of free information. Those are ones that I can give a little more trust to. I don't know who you trust in me. Yes, sir.
I would say I read a book about food industry years and years ago, and it was said it was because they know that there's a link between smell, sight, and taste, and they put a grape soda out in the sun and it changed color into yellow, and then they gave that to people and they thought it was minimized soda.
I mean, they have it. Their scientific research in the food is so amazing that I was recently, I don't know whether I was reading something or talking to somebody, but there was a study where they were actually taking pieces of paper and putting chemical fragrances on them, and they would blindfold people and give the people the paper, and the people were eating the paper thinking that it was what they were smelling. So that's how, number one, that's how powerful our bodies are, but it also is how we can be tricked. Because when they get into a lot of the ways that the body works, that's how what they do is they trick it. Okay, down at the bottom, I'm going to go through some of these real quick because I want to finish this presentation and open up for answers. Down at the bottom, sulfur dioxide.